Alright, so this one's for all the guys that are listening to this, watching this, that have been in a prior relationship, divorced, whatever. I myself am divorced and remarried, and uh, life is good. And had this recently reflected back to me today as to something I learned in my relationship, and it came down to choices and realizing that the emotions that I was feeling, the feelings I had towards my ex at a point in time were not healthy, and they were not serving my current relationship. And it hit me smack dab in the face one day when my wife Tonya told me straight up hit me smack dab in the face with some of my fears of if that I spent most of my time hating my ex or angry with my ex, that I was not loving her, because we can only feel one emotion at the same time. And if you don't believe that, try getting really angry and then laughing, like seriously laughing, being happy. You can't do it. You can only experience one emotion at a time. Sure, we can shift real easy. One moment we're angry, next moment we're sad, next moment we're happy, and we can shift. But in the moment, you can only experience one emotion at a time. And that was reflected back to me today with a good friend of mine that were helping through some things, and it's powerful to recognize that. More importantly, it's important to recognize that you have a choice, and that if you're spending time angry with your ex, or upset with your ex, or sad about your ex, or whatever whatever that story is that you've told yourself, then in that moment you are choosing not to love the woman that you're with, or love the person you're with. And if you're single, if you're spending time in those emotions and you're making those choices, then you're choosing not to love yourself. You're choosing not to be focused on who you are. And you're allowing that story, those emotions, to dictate what you do. So recognize that you have a choice. And if you're choosing to feel angry about somebody or upset with somebody, sure, recognize it, experience it, but don't stay there. Because when you stay there, you're making that choice not to love the person that you're with. You're making the choice not to love yourself. And that's what it's about. It's recognizing that you have a choice with what you're feeling, and that those choices need to come from a conscious level, and be aware of the choices that you're making, so you can work on building better relationships, so you can work on making yourself a better man. That's your PowerPoint today. Recognize the choices that you have and the things that you experience. On the road tomorrow to Denver. If you're in Denver, give me a call.